Well, the change is really just about faith-based, more principles. My wife is going to be heavily involved with the Christian Care program, bringing about clean, sober, and saved, a curriculum that she has written that will empower people and help people change spiritually. I think the most important thing, treatment is good all the way across the board, but we have such a deep epidemic across America today. We're dealing with so many people losing their life, and a lot of people have asked about having more faith programs, and even the White House has asked about more faith programs coming into action. So I think we're doing something incredible. That's, it's got to be very patient about it, but I think it's a program that's going to work. I believe once my wife Tracy gets in there with Tony, Pastor Tony, and Ruthie, and the facility over there in St. Cloud, I think it's going to benefit a lot of people to be able to go over to that program and allow her to teach and pour into their life. Well, the mission wasn't really about me. It was really about a team coming together, myself and Ron, Doc, and John, and Dr. Miller, and just others to be able to talk about it, and Sean, being the writer and putting the book together to educate people about addiction and educate people about what happens to people and why we never give up on people. It's so important for us to always know that we don't know how long a person's journey is going to be and what's going to happen, because who are we to say the outcome? All we can do is be there and be an encouragement. And all these people that came a part of this book knows about addiction, they've been around addiction, and they understand it. And we have a chance to have a tremendous impact with this book. We utilize this book the right way. This book can have an impact across America, because what's happening across America and dealing with all the attorney generals and the governors and being able to go to different places and see the epidemic that's happening, and being able to bring a book about like this is to not give up on people, because their life matters. Don't quit. That's the best advice I can give to anyone that was given to me. Is never give up, don't stop, don't quit. We don't know the journey that people take and why we have to take some difficult journeys. I had to take a very difficult journey in my life to get to recovery, due to the fact that I ended up in a Florida State prison with a T-17169 because of addiction. And sometimes, God is doing for you what you cannot do for yourself. And that's the greatest advice I would ever give to someone else, because it was given to me, is you don't quit. And that came from the boss, George, when I was playing with the Yankees, regardless of what I was going through. He gave me that hope of not quitting and not giving up. You can't give him any advice. When you're young, you can't give people advice because they think they can run through that brick wall, and they think they have it all together. And life is about lessons, learning your lessons in life, and I had to learn a lot of lessons the hard way. I'm grateful for the fact that who I am today because of some of those hard times and those trials and tribulations. But going back and looking at him, you can't go back and speak into his life. He was 21 years old. He's in the major leagues. He was on his way to stardom, success. Addicted to alcohol, addicted to drugs. Got addicted to amphetamines. What can you tell a guy like that? He's on top of the world. He's playing baseball. He's winning, and he's excelling until the day comes where it stops. And I think a lot of times you can't tell them. You just have to let people run their course and run their journey, and their journey is their journey, and we can't predict when they should stop. We can be there for them, and I always had people there that was there for me, and that's really what was important. Is the friends that I have around me today is the ones that are my real friends, because I never changed them from the ones like the ones I played sports with. The guys I played ball with, they were just teammates and everything else, and most of them are gone, and today, I have the friends that really care. Probably the most amazing trip I ever experienced in my life, to be able to go there. And I would encourage anyone, who ever thought about the fact that you don't have to be religious. Go to a place like Jerusalem and see how the Jewish community is and how they really live. And the people are just with such humility. They're right in the midst of a war zone, with the Palestinians right there and the Jordanians all around them, and they just show up every day, and I got a chance to see some new things. I got a chance to see Shabbat on Fridays and Saturday weekends and what they do and how the people just live. It's a culture that's so different, and you look at the grounds there, there's nothing like that. They're not consumed like us. They live a totally different life. It's a totally different structure of the way the land is and the way they live and all the things that you get to see, and it's the most incredible place I've ever been in my life. I'll take the faith part. You know, the fame is always going to be there. I can't hide from that. I've had the fortune of being. I say fortune, not a fortune of stuff, but I'm saying very fortunate to be alive. So to be able to be in the place I am today and have the faith and really just love on people. I care about people and I want people to get well. Anyone that comes into a treatment center, my hope is that they get well. I mean, because it's been very discouraging over the last few years to see so many young people lose their life and that don't have to lose their life. And I think we just got to get back to giving them some practical biblical principles. It's not dumping them over the head. It's the simple, practical. That's what me and my wife has learned, and that's what we came up under, practical principles to get people back to the wholeness of who they are. And I think it's so important to love people every day. Can't really have 3 words to describe that. I just put one word: miracle. The greatest accomplishment in my life has been what we do today, and care and love and help other people. Accomplished a lot of great things in baseball, and that was great, but lives are more important. And if we can help lives be saved at this time that we're living in, that's been the most important thing that me and Tracy think about every day when we wake up. How can we make a difference and help somebody else spare their life? Because when we look back on our life, and I look back on my life 15 years ago, she was pulling me out of dope houses. I was smoking crack, shooting dope, and I was $3 million in debt. And now we have the privilege of working with such people, and in the field of addiction and stuff like that across America and in Florida, and our team over Thornton John and Kathy and all those, and we just want to love on people and we just want to help people. That's really the most important thing that I can say I'm accomplished today. I don't want to talk about baseball. I don't want to talk about home runs. I want to talk about lives. Hey, this is Darryl Strawberry. I want you to look at this book here. It's called Don't Give Up on Me: Shedding Light on Addiction. It's an incredible book by an incredible team, and you can pick this book up at Amazon.com. You will want to pick this book up to read about a story that can change your life. Someone that's struggling, someone that you love, someone that you care about. Pick up this book so you can read it, so you can know the information about addiction, so you won't have to be in a place where you're always worried about your loved ones. There's a great behavior that comes with addiction, so you don't have to tolerate the behavior, but you got to love them. And this book will help you understand why we love people.